How's it going, ladies and gentlemen? So before we get into the rest of this episode, I want to let y'all know the rest of this episode was recorded slash filmed before the games I'm about to talk about happened. So we didn't talk about those, but a couple things happened that I felt like we didn't need to wait until Monday to talk about. Want to go ahead and get them on and talk about them now. One of them, first off, for Eastern Oregon, yeah, once again, Kylie Parsons, another no hitter, 5 inning no hitter, 8 strikeouts, no walks, just one error for Eastern Oregon. Good win for them against Providence, but obviously Hoskins continues to prove that she is one of the best pitchers in NAIA softball. So gotta get her a shout out. But main thing, main reason, wanted to hop back on and talk about Hope International. Two massive wins against Vanguard for them. Know they were kind of trending down, especially from the last NAI softball polls to the ones now. Well, they get two absolutely thrilling wins. Again, the GSAC's been absolutely cinema all year, and it provides again on a late night down here in Florida, a little bit past midnight. Get into the recording here, but yeah, so game one, 2-1 in 8 innings. Part one of Ali Puente and Brianna Williams this season. Obviously, a matchup that we've been lucky enough to see in the AI softball world before. But part one, because I got a feeling this will not be the last time that these two will square off in something like this. But just looking at their lines, Puente, 8 innings, 6 hits, one earned, one walk, 11 strikeouts. Williams, very, very efficient. 8 innings, 5 hits, zero walks, 3 strikeouts. Only needed 87 pitches to get through 8 innings. I mean, you'll take that all day. Top of the fifth, Ariana Coronado RBI single to give the Royals a 1-0 lead. Then bottom of the sixth, pretty quick response for the Lions. Mia Portillo RBI triple over the center fielder's head. Then top of the eighth, game-winning run, Arlie Coronado, big day for the Coronados, RBI double, get them up 2-1. With one out, Vanguard would bunt the runner over 60 feet away from tying run, and then Puente to fly out and a pop out. Yeah, fly out and pop out to end that one. Game two, I guess a little bit less dramatic, if you will. 3-1 in this one. Grace Craig started this one off for Hope International. 4 innings, 3 hits, only one earned, no walks, 1K. Very efficient. Top of the six, or excuse me, yeah. Top of the six, Ariana Coronado, 2 RBI double. That was ultimately the difference, and what was a 1-1 game in the top of the six. But AP Ali Puente in relief, 3 innings, no walks, 7 strikeouts. I mean, 150 pitches today. No, she's thrown a ton, obviously, this year. If she can do it, look, no reason to think why she wouldn't be able to. Have we seen, I guess not technically we, but I'm sure a lot of people listening have certainly seen pitchers maybe get overworked and it doesn't work out for them. I don't know. She pitched well pretty much throughout the entire year last year. She's looking better this year. And, Grace Craig has been phenomenal as well. And she's able to do something like this. And let's be honest, with the way Hope International, with their recent results, man, they needed two big wins. And that's what they got. Went to Vanguard, two massive GSAC wins. Went for what was the Mike's going crazy. Hello. Oh, yeah. Oh, sorry. Audio listeners right now. Mike started flickering. But anyways, two big wins for Hope International. Yeah, they needed them, and now they're right back at the top in GSAC, and yeah, huge for them, and puts pressure on Vanguard, and it really puts pressure on Jessup when it comes to that conference. With obviously the want to be the number one overall seed heading into the conference tournament. But yeah, great for them. All right, gonna get you on the rest of the episode. Great rest of the episode. Gonna talk about the All Stars. Gonna have Madison White on. Awesome. Have our own midweek recap, weekend preview. Here you go. How's it going, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome into another episode of NAIA SB. Got Carly Fitzer, and we have a very, very special guest. So, not guest, part of our family for sure. So, most of y'all know Madison White. Want to start getting some more kind of with these two with me on. Reason is 2025. This will be the three. This will be the three voices you're going to be hearing on a regular basis. Madison's going to be joining us full time. Of course, she's been with us. She does the graphics with Connor, does a great job. Obviously, though, Madison White, pretty big game tomorrow.
Yep, we have Baker. That's like our personal rivals.
Yep.
Not the school rivals, but like for softball, that's our personal rivals. We faced them twice last. We faced them in our series last year, and we split with them. And then we got to face them in the World Series, and that was a crazy ride there too.
Yeah, I guess that's pretty good place to start. Before we get into it, just want to say real quick, thank you everybody that's put in a ballot for the NAIA SB All Stars. That has popped off. We're at about 1,200 ballots submitted already, and I put that tweet out around like 12:30 yesterday. So appreciate that. It's going really well. That will be up. It's pinned to our Twitter. We'll be posting pretty much every day on Instagram. I'll put up in the Instagram bio. Forgot to do that. I'll do that after. So IG bio, pinned to our Twitter. Click the form, put in your email, get it going. Got it. Great. There's a lot of close races, a lot of like single digit close. So get after that. But hey, Madison, obviously big World Series rematch, like you mentioned, tomorrow against Baker, or today as we're releasing this on Friday morning, of course. I kind of want to start off, just take us back to that game. I know we've talked about it on here before, but for me, it's one of the most memorable games that I've had the pleasure of being a part of and covering. Not only that, it's probably one of the more memorable games in Heart of America history, with it being in the World Series. What happened? Obviously, the storyline of the two freshmen coming in with Jordan Ball and Kira Baker. I just wanted to hear from you. You obviously were right there, got a front row seat to those two battling it out for 7+ innings, and then that was until you called a game.
Yeah. Um, it was like I don't even remember it like fully anymore. I am the kind of player that's like once the game's over, like it's out of my head kind of
Sure.
thing. I could not tell you like any at bat history, like things like that. That does not resonate with me. That's not there anymore. So it's crazy. Like some people can like go back and be like, "Oh, I did this and this at bat, and I had a 2-2 count and da 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 da." Like I have no idea.
Do
I
you
couldn't tell you.
do you remember what Kira threw you on the 2-run shot? A pitch?
A good one to hit, I guess.
Hey, I'm the same way.
I don't, I don't know,
Yeah, Carly, I gotta
but
tell you, that was I know we haven't talked about it since you joined up, Carly. That was one of the most surreal moments. Like opening day of the World Series, we got our friend Madison out there, and two teams that we'd had so much fun covering all year put up that kind of game. Everybody knows I'm pitching the pitching side of softball is what I've really kind of gone to. I've really enjoyed the pitching side. So it was an awesome game, and then for it to end like that, and I think what the one image I think will always stick with me is seeing Mama White right there by the dugout, just go, "That's my kid, that's my kid." Seeing that, it was awesome.
Dude, I
yeah, that's
remember
funny.
oh, sorry. I was just gonna say I remember I was warming up on the other field and just hearing like the back and forth of the cheering and the parents, and I wish I could have watched.
It was sick. I just remember
I
like Taylor and I just like looking at each other like that didn't just happen. That didn't just happen the first day of the first World Series we covered. That did not just happen.
We had a fairly like young team last year.
Yeah,
Um, and like for me being a junior, I approach like games a lot different than how a lot of people could. Like
sure.
when I went into that game, I was like, it's just another game, like we've made it this far. Like I'm super excited to be here, but it's just another game to me. And like I try to like be like the calm and the chaos to our team
Sure.
sometimes, like try to bring girls back to life and be like, hey, like we're still playing softball, you know?
Yeah.
But that's kind of what I did that game. Like I just don't even remember it being a huge deal. I was sitting next to like my co-captain, Kalena. Like we're in the dugout, I was like, "This game's never gonna end unless someone hits a home run." I said that. I was like, "It's not. Like, the only way we're winning this game is with a home run." And then it was crazy because that morning we had done like BP warm up and everything. I did awful. Like, I didn't do good at all. And I was like, "Ah, this is going to be today. Like, this is how my day's going to go. Great." And then, like, after the game, Kalena was like, "I knew you were going to do good because you didn't do good at warm ups." I was like, "Thanks, Kalena." She's like, "You called your own home run. Like, you're like, you have to hit a home run to win." And I think we had 3 hits that game, and I
Yeah,
had 2 of 'em,
that's
maybe. I
right.
don't.
That's right. I remember that. It's like y'all, you had 2 hits, and that was it. And that it was just an incredible game. And of course, what Jordan did through in the circle for 8 innings of shutout
Yeah.
ball, what was really cool. Kind of transitioning. You talked about you as a junior last year, now obviously a senior co-captain with Kalena Oots. This sophomore group this year has been really incredible. I mean, what they're doing is you can kind of tell like this doesn't look like a group of sophomores by any stretch of the imagination. They don't look like freshmen last year, and they definitely don't look like sophomores this year. The year they're all having, as a senior, Madison, how cool is it seeing those young players have the success they're having, knowing that you're a part of a really special era, and that's looking at the years before you, the years you're here, and the years after. Safe to say, Eagle softball is going to be in pretty good hands. Just all that like just talk a little bit about that.
Well, last year we would joke around a lot because we were like, these girls don't know any different. Like, they don't know any different than the World Series. Like, they're gonna expect this every single year. And but I like playing. I love playing with them. We all like the team dynamic is insane from like last year to this year. Like, it's so good. I've never played with a group of girls where we just like not even like get along, but like we're friends. Like, obviously, if you have this many girls together all the time, there's going to be little tiffs, not even tiffs, but
Sure.
like we get over it so fast. And like when we're on the field, like we all know it's like game time and we like take it serious. And it's exciting. And like one person that is so impressive to me, like game wise, and like really locks in and like really like I respect her so much for this is Casey Jolly. Like,
Mhm.
she's an amazing athlete and she puts a lot of pressure on herself, and that's why I want to give her a shout out right now because she literally like she flips a switch like nobody else's business, and she means business when she's on the field.
Yeah, I think I don't have her numbers on top of my head, but something like 460 or something like that batting average. I mean, it's not too bad. Not too bad, is it, Carly?
Like 10 home runs already. I'm
Yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah,
dude.
yeah, yeah. Some ridiculous
Four
power
four
numbers.
in one day. I was like, "Holy cow."
I'm glad you mentioned, just about y'all's team and kind of like the vibe. Because that was definitely something I got in Columbus from y'all, I
Yeah,
think we talked a little bit about that when you came on the trip back up to Columbus or back to Missouri. Y'all had a really good vibe, and that's
yeah,
something you can feel with any team. You can find out pretty quick. All right, that team's clicking good. That team's not, but definitely good to hear that. Y'all just it's just such a good mix this year for y'all. I feel like with the seniors, like you talk about, and then especially in the circle, there's a lot of good young pitching for y'all with the two Haleys and Jordan. And don't get me wrong,
yeah,
the lineup has been nuts, nuts. We've
yeah,
been like the halfway point of the year, undoubtedly one of the best teams in the country. Personally, I got y'all as one of my 4 teams playing in the final weekend. Which again, lineup's been great, but what impressed me the most in Columbus and what's been impressed me most on live streams and just looking at stats and everything for y'all has been the pitching and the defense. Just tell us a little bit about the relationship that you've got with the pitchers, or not necessarily your relationship, but like the relationship that the pitchers and the defense as a whole overall. Because like y'all strikeout numbers aren't going to like completely blow anybody away. It's not like an alley puente where you're gonna have 250, 300 strikeouts, something like that.
yeah.
It's a lot of great defense, a lot of soft contact outs.
Our defense, like, I'm so proud of it, and it's one thing that I continue to like be shocked by every single time. Every single time we play, there's another play that I'm like, "Holy cow! How did we just do that?" Or like, there's just crazy things. Like, I give credit to our pitchers because they throw the pitches to let us get those outs. Like,
Right.
we have Haley Cotter that throws a specific pitch that gets ground balls a lot. Like, and we know that as an infield, and we're ready for it. I mean, Madison Roberts at shortstop is lights out. She's got a cannon. Her glove is a vacuum. It's insane. We're switching back and forth at third base with Daly Garland and Joe Kreider, and like the third base has been lights out too. Like Daly is taking on the new role like a champ. And Joe plays her role exactly how she's supposed to when she gets in there. And our outfield this past weekend, we played Mount Mercy and Clark.
Yeah, Clark.
Yeah, and we won one game 1-0, and we had two diving plays in the outfield in one inning, and I'm like, holy cow! It's just max effort all the time, and it's exciting. And our biggest thing, like, we come back in, and as soon as we're coming off that field, like, we're giving every single one of our teammates a high five. Like, our pitchers, they're right there with us. They're like, you did that. Like, you get creds for it. Like, we're proud of each one of our teammates, and it's an amazing team to be a part of.
You know, it really does seem like, going back, like I said, within Columbus, I got that vibe. Obviously, getting to play for Coach Pat too. I mean, great coach. I mean, one of the most knowledgeable, experienced coaches in NAIA softball. Look. I mean, and I've talked to coaches in the heart. Everything is like, hey, like, we're good. They're like, they're good. Everybody's just looking at Central Methodist right now. Is it kind of a weird feeling being like, everybody is kind of gunning for us right now?
That's one big thing that we kind of like joke around with, like, on the team, because like Pat always says, he's like, they're like, you're the name that people know. Like, when people come here, they're gonna throw their best pitchers, they're gonna play their best players because they know you. Like, they know CMU. So you have to put your best foot forward every single time you get on the field. And like in the dugout, sometimes, like, when we're down 2 runs, we're not even worried because we are that team that can, like, work for each other, and we trust each other to, like, perform and get the job done. I
Right.
wouldn't say, like, we're not worried, but, like, there's still a lot of game left to play, and there's a lot of stuff to do.
There's a
And
y'all
so,
play with a confidence. I saw it against Cumberland's when y'all were down against the Pats, and then it was just calm, even kill, and then boom, big inning right there. Y'all had y'all's moment. Y'all
yeah,
realized it, and I'm like, all right, that game there was when it really clicked with me. I mean, obviously beating Cumberland's is great accomplishment, great on the resume,
yeah.
but how y'all won that game, I was like, this team's going to be a problem.
For us, it's like we never count ourselves out kind of thing. Like, sometimes when
Right.
you get down, you're like, "Oh, shoot, like, there's no chance we're winning this anymore." Like, damn. But like with us, like, I never feel like that. Like, I literally in the World Series, we were in the 8th inning, and I was like, not even worried. I was like, okay, like, someone's gonna hit a home run, and we're gonna be fine. Like,
Y'all playing some bonkers games in Columbus, by the way. Like that one, I know one. I don't want to talk about it too much. Sure it hurts, but the GGC game, I just remember that game. I was like, this game is drunk right now. Like this game makes no
which one
sense.
was that? That was the 3-hour
But
game.
yeah, that was a 3 hour game. I think
See,
was that.
I'm telling you, I don't even know what games we play. I just know it was long.
Dude, I could barely remember, and I was playing like 10 to 12 games a season. I can't imagine. I can't imagine doing a baseball or a softball schedule. Too much, too many games.
So how many
Madison,
games we have next week?
how many games y'all
We
have
have
next week? I don't
10.
know.
We have 10
10?
games this week. Yes.
How many?
10.
10?
Yeah.
Oh my, dude, I would freak.
That sucks.
Doubleheader Monday, doubleheader Wednesday, Saturday, Sunday.
This
I
y'all
think it's
spring break?
no, we had spring break like 2 weeks ago.
I was about to say that's late. It'd be way too late for spring. That'd be
Yeah.
it's talking about the games. The days are starting to run together. I'm like, crap, we're about a month away. We're gonna be knocking on the door of conference tournament time.
Yeah.
Speaking of conference, though, Madison, no big conference game tomorrow. Don't want to keep you too long. No, you're gonna hop off here. I have one more question. So the Heart of America this year, it's been one of the more impressive conferences in the NAIA softball world. Been a lot of fun to cover in the preseason, and now just the first week, the moments it offered, and now this week with a lot of the games that are going on this weekend. No doubt it's going to be a gauntlet. What are some of your takeaways first weekend of conference play, and just how exciting it is to see the conference, which it's strong. It's been strong over your time there, but this year especially seeing it just like 1 through 7, very strong. Just how
Yeah.
exciting is it right now?
I mean, it's always super exciting, and conference is just a whole new league of play, and I'm very like, I don't know how to explain this, but I'm glad that we had the experience we had in preseason playing those teams, because like that gave us even more prep for the conference that's coming up. Like we didn't just go play like unranked teams or like given wins, or not given wins, but teams that just weren't competing. Like we played top level teams when we went down to Georgia, when we went to Gulf
Mhm.
Shores, when we went to Louisiana. Like we went there and competed with a purpose. And so coming back to conference, it's a whole reset for the girls. Like this is time for us to like get back together, and like we've kind of had a weird schedule where we'll play games and then have a week off, or two
Yeah.
weeks off and then play games and week off 2 weeks. So to get in conference is super exciting for me, because that means like we're playing all the time, you get to see pitching all the time, and you get to get your groove in, and you get to like finally feel good at the plate, and like have the like
Routine.
routine and timing of playing consistently.
Sure. That's awesome. No, I tell you what, I'm fired up. I'm fired up for this weekend. Yeah, like it's Easter. It's gonna be fun. I'm gonna be sitting there all weekend, just refresh,
Yeah.
refresh. What we got going on? What we got going on with the heart all over? But Madison, you got anything else? No, you want to get going before Carly and I get diving up in the midweek and everything.
Just the same usual stuff, like always shouting out to my team and how hard they work every single day and day out. Like every single girl on our team deserves to be there, and I'm proud of every single one of them.
Yeah, hey, I just want to say real quick on air for everybody. Thank Madison. She has done a lot for us on the socials with the graphics. When y'all see the picture and hitter of the weeks, that ain't me. That ain't that's not that's not my forte. Madison's doing that. Obviously still playing, so the podcast side of things, is what it is on there. But when she's done, she's got the open mic. Come on, don't. I would say maybe some World Series stuff, but got a feeling Eagles still a pretty good chance they're going to be playing. At least you plan
Yeah,
on playing in Columbus, right?
I hope. I hope. I plan on it when I schedule things in the summer.
Right. It's funny. I was speaking of summer. I was talking to Paul Hunt the other day. He was right before the interview, and he was like, "Yeah, I remember seeing Madison White at the some at a camp. You were umpiring with your mom this summer."
Yeah, I umpire in the summer. So I actually traveled a bunch this past summer. I went to Colorado, Illinois, Kansas,
Oh,
Oklahoma.
sick.
They wanted me to go to Georgia to umpire. But yeah, they really look for young female athletes who played the sport and like have a little bit of passion behind it and knowledge. So it's exciting. I get like some coaches that are like, "Oh, this girl's umpiring," and there's some that's like, "Respect for you, like you're
Sure.
putting that work in and you're here."
You like it? You like the umpiring side of things, or does it get just kind of depend on the crowd and players and everything?
I will say this. This is one thing that I very much like learned when I was umpiring. People who have a bad strike zone, they have that on purpose. You know what a strike is, and you know what a ball is.
Okay.
When you have a bad strike zone, it's a bad strike zone for a reason. Like,
Oh
sorry.
my God.
That
I
gives me a bone
love it.
to pick with a few umpires.
You had to throw anybody out yet?
Mm, I think I had to throw someone out for cussing.
Nah. Nah.
The basics. Come
The
on now.
basics. God, come on, Narc. Madison the Narc.
Yeah.
Uh,
Well, I defend those girls. I was them. I'm not gonna let some coach
mhm.
cuss. No.
Oh, it's just or he or she. Yeah, yeah, get him
I
out.
thought you were
No,
saying
no
throw a kid
girls. It was a coach.
Oh,
No, no,
yeah,
no. I've never thrown a girl out. No, no, no.
yeah.
out.
I do like sometimes I'll do like you. That's the fun stuff. The little girls, those parents are crazy.
Oh, I bet. Oh my God. I
Yeah.
couldn't imagine, but at the same time, I'm thinking about I'm gonna be a hell of a softball dad one day. I know that much. I'm gonna be a hell of a softball dad.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I already got the visor look. I got the visor look down. I'm ready to go. Get
Yeah,
me.
you're ready to go.
Well, all right, Madison. We're gonna get in talk some midweek and everything. Awesome. As always, awesome having you on. Best of luck. Be tuned in. I guess as this is dropping in the morning in a few hours, be tuned in for some big time Heart of America softball. But
Yep, 12-2 Central Time.
got it. 1-3 on the East Coast.
Yep. It was good talking to you, Reagan. Good talking to you, Carly. I'll see y'all later.
Yeah.
But we'll see
Bye.
you.
She's awesome, Carly.
She is, dude. That's like only like the second or third time I've talked to her, but
No, she's
I
great.
enjoy when people are so just how she talks about her teammates and her team and their
Dude, she's gonna be so good. I feel like we're going to be an incredible trio on the mic together. I feel like like you and I, we've already got our thing going. I think she's going to fill in. I mean, right there. I mean, that was off rip. That's the first time three of us have done it. I thought it was,
yeah.
yeah. But so yeah, we are still recording. So everybody listening, get more used to that. No, I've said it a couple times, but got a feeling this will be kind of a bigger episode. Want to make sure got Madison on. Let all y'all know this is the plan. This is what we're going to do going forward. It's Carly and I for the rest of this year. It's going to be Carly, Madison, and I next year. Mimi coming on. Yes, of course, Mimi, but y'all know coaching deal, her coaching schedule. Carp got his own thing. He'll be, by the way, another Carp master class, another Braden Carpenter master class, ladies and gentlemen.
Banger.
More mic'd up content coming soon. We'll say that. We'll say that, brother. That we'll have some more of that. All right, Carly, let's I know, sorry, burn through these, but let's get after it. All right,
Yeah, let's do
midweek
it.
midweek recap. Let's start with a fun one. Let's start with the Taylor Trojans. Taylor Trojans just love playing in heart attack games. Sometimes it goes their way, sometimes it doesn't. This one does not. The Grace Lancers beat Taylor in a wild 12-11 game. Madison Stanbridge home run in the fifth inning gave the Trojans a 10-5 lead. Jerry Ellis would hit a 2 RBI double to get the Lancers within one in the next inning. Madison Gainey RBI single would tie the game at 11. And then bottom of the seventh, T. O'Connor's third hit of the game would be a walk-off RBI double. That's just fun softball, man. I don't care what I don't care what level. If it's 12-11 and you drop, what was it, 4 in the seventh, that they scored 4 in the seventh to win that game 12-11. That's fun. That's fun softball. Good job. Congratulations, Grace, winning that one.
Dude, I love a good back and forth.
Well, we had a couple more back and forth. About to get into a lot of splits, a lot of doubleheader splits highlighted the midweek. So back-to-back weeks. So last week it was Georgia Gwinnett taking 2 from Reinhardt. This go around, Carly, Reinhardt gets 1 back.
Yeah, they do. Game 1, they take it 6-4. Emily Lovelace has a great day. She goes 3 for 4 with 2 RBIs. And then, well, great game. But on the day was 5 for 7, 3 RBIs. At the ballpark. And Jill Martinet has another great game. She goes 2 for 2 with 2 big solo shots.
Huh? I said that'll play
any day. But GGC bounces back in game 2. They take it 5-3. Summer Hickson's second hit of the day was an RBI single that scored Haley Robinson. She made it 4-3 in the 6th. And Angelica Gallegos has an RBI single to solidify the win. Yeah, great series. Good on Reinhardt for taking the split after last time.
You know, I think both programs are feeling real good after this for different reasons. So for Georgia Gwinnett, it's like, okay, we just took 3 or 4 from a top 25 Reinhardt if you include the last week. We'll just simplify it into today's or Tuesday's 2 games. For Georgia Gwinnett, like I said, you swept them last week, take 2 this go around. But I think the big thing is how you won the games or how you won this game. You lost game 1 6-4. All right, how many times are you going to score 6 runs on any Georgia Gwinnett pitching? Not a lot. give
No.
credit to Reinhardt. That's a great lineup. I think Emily Lovelace is top 5 middle infielder in NAI's top 10 middle infielder, probably top 5 shortstop for sure. And for Georgia Gwinnett, though, man, Annalise gave up 3, but you won 5-3. That's awesome for your lineup. That is a huge confidence boost, I'm sure, for the pitching to be like, hey, I can give up a little bit, and they'll back me up.
It's good to have that confidence knowing that your offense can put up those runs.
Well, and look, they went through a rough stretch. There's no doubt about that against 2 high quality programs in Middle Georgia and Cumberland's a couple weeks ago. We all know that stretch. But at the end of the day, those were still non-conference games in March for GGC. They're fine. I think they learned from it. I think their lineup's going to continue to get better. And, I think they kind of fall into a similar category that Baker was in at certain parts of this year. It's what happens when they do start producing runs, if they do. Well, we've already kind of figured out with Baker, and don't get me wrong, we still this weekend is obviously Baker's biggest test, no doubt about that, with CMU and Benedictine. But I think it's similar with GGC. Love the pitching, 3 great arms, or two great arms, and then All American arm. And but again, for Reinhardt, you get a good win. I've been pretty impressed with Reinhardt this year. I think they're in a tough spot right now. And what I mean by that is with the new polls coming out, it'll be really interesting to see what the Raiders do with them after they have those 3 losses against number 9 GGC. Don't think they'll be punished much, but there's a lot of schools that are really clawing at that receiving receiving votes. But shout out Coach Becca Hewitt. No, Reinhardt was going. Big question with them for new coach. Obviously, I mean, pretty good track record with Coach Hewitt. She's continued it on. And yeah, I don't see a team in the AAC. I don't want to say not competing with them. That's not right. But I don't think there's going to be a team that's going to really push them through for winning the AAC tournament. We'll see though. Yeah, let's move on. Marion and Indiana Tech. Two kind of weird ones. Usually you win game 1 9-1. You're feeling pretty good going into game 2. Marion dominated. 5-inning game, in and out real quick. They dominated Indiana Tech. Brooke Noakes led the way 2 for 2 with four RBI. Savannah had a couple. We just talked about Emily, who's one of the best. I mean, Savannah undoubtedly one of the best shortstops in NAIA softball. She had a couple hits as well. Olivia Stunkel, y'all know her, unbelievable changeup, great curveball. She can get you up and in. 5 innings, 3 hits, 4 Ks, takes care of business. Not much there. Game 2 though, 12-7, Indiana Tech. Where's this offense been? Well, we've seen it some, but it's like, look, I like their pitching. One good young pitcher who just won the WAC pitcher of the week, and then of course we know Bravo, but man, Cato Drabenak, a triple away from the cycle, 3 for 5, a home run, double, 4 RBIs, 3 runs scored. Jamie Koning, 3 for 4 with a home run and 3 RBIs. Amanda Parker, 2 for 3 with 2 RBIs. There's a Indiana Tech side who's taking a couple of bumps and bruises in non-conference play, but man, this is a huge win against number 7 Marion.
Huge.
Keeping it burning and rolling, Carly. Evangel and Friends split a DH. Evangel's now 8-2 in year 1 of the KCAC. I think they might win this conference, Carly.
I think
I think Mimi Magger just got a little pissed off hearing that, but I think there's a real chance for this Evangel Valor team. They have got. I'd probably say they got the best pitching in the conference. I don't know. I would like to do a little bit deeper dive on that. I didn't have that take written down coming in. Let me think about that one, marinate on it a little bit more. A little Dale's, a little Worcestershire, a little seasoned salt. Come on. And we'll I'll get back with you on that Evangel take. But for now, 2 amazing games with Friends.
Yeah, Friends started off getting the win in game 1. Close one, they win 3-2. Becca Dunn had an RBI single in the 7th to tie it. Layla Spracklin had the game-winning RBI sac fly. She scored Cunningham, gave the Falcons a 3-2 lead in the 8th. Very good game for Riley Wirtz. She went 7 innings pitched, 9 Ks, giving up just 2 runs. And Spracklin got the save. So not a lot of offense really in either game. Evangel did get the bats rolling in game 2. They take it 4-3. Friends actually led going into the bottom of the 6th, 3-1. Evangel ties it on a bases loaded walk and a Falcons error. And then Phoebe Gardner steps up, calls game, has a walk-off RBI single.
Dude, what's up? What's been up with the pinch hit walk-offs lately?
Oh, there's more.
No, they're the ones we talked about, like with Iwu and stuff last week, bruh. Yeah. My Sweet 16 bracket is cooked. Clemson just beat Arizona.
I forgot to. Oh, I was gonna fill that out today.
Well, we're cooked. We're cooked, buddy. We're absolutely cooked, Carly.
God. Dude, I thought you were gonna be perfect.
I was perfect until I wasn't. Should have bet Clemson.
How far you got Creighton going?
I said, bro, I'm still rocking with my all Big East final. I still think it'll be UConn Creighton. I don't know.
Roll Jays.
So that roll Jays. Roll Jays. Roll Jays. Come on. All right, let's keep it rolling. Let's go to some GPAC play. By the way, I don't know why we didn't peep this earlier when we did our GPAC preview. GPAC script writers. Perfect. You know what you were doing, making sure Northwestern and Midland's the last game of the regular season. Y'all know what y'all are doing there. It's very smart.
It's been that way since I've played.
Really?
Yeah. They've yeah.
Are y'all like rivals? Is that your like school-wise, not like softball-wise?
To be honest, I don't think I could tell you who Midland's like school-wise rivalry was. Yeah. For softball, it was always Morningside.
Okay. It's easy for us.
There was a little bit of it last year just because, I mean, we were the two top teams and they won outright. And we were playing to try and host. So we gave it everything in the final stretch last year.
Yeah, that was fun. That was a really fun conference to cover last year. Surprising. You surprised us. You got us. I thought if there was a GPAC team in the World Series, it would have been Northwestern. Hand up. I said that.
That's fair. I respect it.
It's valid. Wasn't right. Usually I'm not. That's fine. We'll talk a little bit about Northwestern and Mount Marty. Game 1, cut and drop. 8-0. Gwen Mickelson's 3 for 4, RBI, 2 doubles. Chloe Gallegos, 2 for 3, 2 doubles, 2 RBIs. They rock, they roll. Cameron Etherington continues to be one of the best two-way players in NAIA softball. Game 2, however, a little bit of a scare for the Red Raiders, to say the least. Where them notes go? There they are. So Northwestern took the lead in the bottom of the 2nd with Ashton Billings RBI double. Mount Mercy in the top of the 5th, they would answer back with taking a lead of their own. Back and forth game. Northwestern would answer back later on. And then bottom of the 8th, Abby Pate pinch hit, 2-run shot to left. Weren't kidding, Carly. There was the I didn't know that was a pinch hit. Good job adding that into the notes. Look at Carly. Look at Carly.
I do my research.
You do be doing your research. That's right, girl. So yeah, fun stuff there. I think that's pretty much it for midweek. Don't dog us too much, ladies and gents, for Thursday. We really only have 2 games that we got for Thursday. Some other stuff going on. We do have 2 games or 2 double headers that we want to get into. Which one you want, Carly? You want to talk about Benedictine or Olu?
I'll take Olu.
Take Olu. I'll talk a little bit about Mid-America Nazarene getting a big win against Benedictine. Let me tell you something. Michaela Jonico is going to be a problem. They're going to win a lot of ball games. This Mid-Am Naz team is going to win a lot of ball games. So I saw her down in Florida, and I thought she looked okay. Like, I thought she looked decent down in Florida. Some low stuff that I wasn't too sure about. Man, she can pepper the top of the zone. She really, really does a good job. Rise ball, curve ball, top of the zone. When she lives up there and lives up there well, I think Michaela Jonico is going to win Mid-Am Naz a lot of games. They have a complete staff, don't get me wrong, behind her, which is scary. The big thing with them is that are they going to score? And look, this is their kind of recipe right here. Look at game 1, 2-1. Mid-Am Naz takes it. Just one hit for Benedictine. Maybe a slight look ahead, maybe for Benedictine, but like Ravens aren't like the Ravens aren't ranked, so every game matters very much. If you want to be ranked, these were two important games for Benedictine to win. Now their weekend can get a lot better if they take two against Baker, and that would kind of squash things for sure. That would even things out. But just looking at Kelly Stoics going 3 for 3 with an RBI, hits recorded by 5 other players. That's all they need. And then Michaela Jonico to go be the All-American that she was 2 years ago. Now game 2, that's when Benedictine woke up. Claire Heights 3 for 3, 2 RBIs and a double. Bailey Canor continues to be one of the best catchers in NAIA softball, going 2 for 3 with a double, and Rhiannon Martin 1 for 3 with a 2-run shot in the 8-3 win. Look, I would like to say I'm surprised, but I'm not, because Michaela Jonico, like I said, that is a girl that is going to win them a lot of games, and they're going it wasn't Benedictine, but I'm going to tell you, a Grandview, a Baker, a CMU, they're going to lose 2. They're going to lose 2 to Mid-Am Naz because of Jonico, and then their other pitchers are going to catch fire. The question is, will they be able to score more than 5 runs over a doubleheader? That will be the big question for Mid-Am Naz, and if they can, and if they produce runs, they're going to be just fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, look, that's why. Also, with Madison, I didn't say 4 or 5 teams. I said there are 6 or 7 teams. I'll go ahead and say this: this conference, the Heart of America, will have the most teams in the opening round this year. I think they. Let's see. CMU, no doubt.
Yeah.
I don't want to say no doubt for Grandview, Baker, or Benedictine yet, but it's like we're getting like I like the chances, especially with 48. And then you got Mid-Am now sitting here who just picked off one against Benedictine. Maybe that's a top 25 win at the end of the year. If they can get one against CMU, get one here, nudge edge, make a run the conference tournament, they're going to make some people feel real awkward. And we'll see. Moving on though, Carly, before we do a quick little weekend preview, Our Lady of the Lake, Houston, Victoria. I mean, it's rookie mode at this point.
Team West DP so far in the running. Cassie Valdez, game 1. She goes 1 for 1 with a home run and 2 RBIs. Also got the win in the circle, just 1 hit and 1 walk. Grace Ross 1 for 2 with 2 RBIs and a home run. Saints win at 4-0, record just 3 hits. I think they got all 4 of their runs off of some long balls. Game 2, a little bit different story. They win at 8-0. Grace Ross does it again. She's having a great year.
She's great.
She's great.
Defensively fantastic too.
Yeah, absolutely.
Arm, yeah.
Yeah. But she goes 2 for 2, 2 RBIs and a home run. And Natalie Rodriguez goes 2 for 3 with 2 RBIs and 2 doubles. And Olu continues their incredible win streak on the year.
Yeah, they are going to be the number 1 overall seed in the opening round. There's just unless the wheels just completely fall off the wagon, it is what it is. Coach Lynn, I'd love to be giving you some bulletin board material, brother. I got nothing for you. There is zero debate that we still got to get through the regular season, but they are going to be the quote unquote regular season NAIA softball champion. Because they have not lost an NAIA softball game. Now, I'm not saying they're going that will be what we're saying right here at the end of April, but they may lose one. Like LSUA could come catch them. Texarkana, they could catch lightning in a bottle, come get them. But this was really the weekend I looked at. If the winning streak gets broken, it will be right here against Houston Victoria. However, very smart move by the Olu softball program to make it Gus the Bat Dog's senior day, in which case it was illegal for the Saints to lose that game.
For Gus.
Oh, Gus. Yeah, I think there's a good chance, maybe a little jersey retirement, or I think 99's got to be retired. No, they got a good one in the wings, and rookie's doing a good job. Maybe next Bat Dog, but with this being Gus's senior year, senior day, let him enjoy retirement. Let rookie make get up. I love that program. I love
I
it.
just so love the fact that they had a senior day for Gus.
Yeah, they're awesome.
It's just so cool.
You weren't on for the interview with Coach Lynn, were you?
I wasn't.
That sucked. That sucked. I'm sure postseason we could get him back on. He's awesome.
I think we should. Yeah.
Yeah, we had a great interview last year. He was awesome last year. He was great this year. I know we had Cassie on last year. I imagine things go like that opening round. How about this? I got a question. I got a fun question for you, Carly. You got to put every dollar in your bank account on one team to be in Columbus. Who you putting on?
I'm for real gonna put it on Olu right now. I
Really?
don't see the
I like it.
wheels really falling off. Not yet.
I like it because here's the part we got to talk about. It is so valuable to be a number 1 or number 2 team in the country right now because we've gone to 48. 40 or 44 or whatever it was kind of whatever. Maybe you get a 4, maybe you get 5 teams, it's whatever. If I'm a 1 seed, I want to be number 1 or number 2, or honestly, just let me be a 2 seed. That's the truth. I would rather be a 2 or a 3 seed anywhere else than be the 1 seed in 5, other than get to play at home. Obviously, that's a big advantage. Yeah. But look at what happens in a lot of these 5, and I need to look at it. I can think of one right off the top of my head. I can think of Weber 2 years ago, because Weber was a 3 seed. Played a 2 seed Marion, I want to say. Caught fire, was hot, comes out, beats number 1. I don't want to be the number 1 seed watching 2 and 3 play, and then they get hot, and then they get to come play me after I've been sitting around. Or not sitting around, but you know what I mean.
Yeah. I mean, what I look at for them, though, is just, maybe the little bit of a sour taste that got left in their mouth after Georgia last year. And I think they're going to remember it when it comes time to play in opening rounds.
Yeah, no, I just mean overall, like in general. Yeah. In general. Like, don't get me wrong, Olu is going to be the number 1 overall seed. Number 2, probably Oklahoma City, because they kind of fall in the same boat. Like, who are they going to lose? Like, Mac, you could get them. Maybe an upset here or there, maybe lose in a conference tournament. But even still, is that going to be enough? I don't know, because you still got Central Methodist. Central Methodist and Oklahoma City are the 2 prime candidates to be the other team that gets 4. Don't get me wrong, being the number 1 seed in a 4, give me a 4 seed, give me my 2-3, whatever we got to do. That's how I'd want to go about it. Don't get me wrong, whatever cards you dealt, you still got to go play the game. Still got to go play. Yeah. You still got to go get 27 outs no matter what happens. But you kind of get what I'm saying. Like, if I'm a 1 seed and 2 and 3 are playing and they caught fire, what? 21 outs. Did I say 27? Thanks, Seth. Shout out Seth over there, keeping it done. Been around baseball. I was up in the baseball booth all day. Shout out. So 21 outs. Boy, got it. That's our producer right there. It's our producer, Seth.
Dude, I didn't even catch it.
Hey, where's Rue? Can we get a Rue showing? Can we get a Rue showing? Yes, let's get a Rue showing. All right, we're gonna get a Rue showing on the podcast. Hello. Hi. Whoa. Look at this. Baby. Rue. We do have, Seth and I have been talking. There is a possibility about maybe working something out with get some baby Rues. Maybe some baby Rues. I have a beautiful golden border collie, Marsh, up in Georgia, who is intact, and he I think they'd be a handsome couple, Carly. I think they'd be a mighty handsome couple.
I might take a baby Rue.
A baby Rue?
Yeah.
$850, girl. No, I'm playing.
What's the Venmo?
There we go. When we gonna get our boy Bunker on?
I am on bunker duty in like a week and a half while my mom goes to Florida. So that week when we're recording, bunker will be present.
Awesome. Love it. All right. Let's do a quick weekend preview. I don't do too deep of a dive on stats from most of these games. Talked about them a ton. For example, tomorrow, we've already talked about this. Baker Central Methodist, game of the weekend. Most right. Is there anything else really? I mean,
Close
there's some
second,
other good ones.
Benedictine and Baker.
Yeah, that one. I'm excited about a couple more on here, but I mean, yeah, if we did a game of the week, that'd be our game of the week. Also Friday, a good one. Two teams we've talked pretty good bit about. William Carey and Faulkner. That'll be a fun one. Know about know a good bit about William Carey. A lot of speed, great pitching, great defense. Faulkner, they just beat Alabama State not too a couple weeks ago, something like that. That'll be a fun one. Got a really good one in the River States. This is probably going to decide who gets to be the one seed in this conference. Carly, IU Southeast against Rio Grande, two teams I got to see in Columbus. Kind of had them on the back burners for not the back burners, but kind of just taking a step back and looking what they're doing. Here's a shocker: Autumn Olstrom is still probably the best center fielder in NAIA softball. One of the best at least, batting 513. For them, that'll be a fun one. Really excited about Rio Grande. The pitching, we talked about their pitching. Excited to see Madison out there for Rio against that IU Southeast lineup. Saturday, down here in my neck of the woods, a huge Sun Conference matchup, kind of old blood versus new blood, if you will, as far as the powers in the Sun Conference stand with Coastal Georgia and Kaiser. Obviously, talked a good bit about Coastal Georgia last episode. Kaiser's a team we've talked a good bit about too. Really excited about that one as a Sun Conference guy. I think I think it's a really good vibe check for the Kaiser Seahawks because they've just won the most games in their program history, which 27 was the record, which, you know, not a ton, but they've done that. And now everything else will be continuing to set that record. But I've been on record plenty of times saying I think that the Sun Conference is a sleeping giant right now. I think we're having a down year. Just overall is what it is. However, we got second year coach after second year coach after second year coach that are having great improvements. Now, look, there's only going to be so much of the pie to go around when it comes to in the Sun Conference play, and Coastal Georgia is still holding the lion's share of that. They will this year, but who knows? Kaiser Seahawks, Lizzie Small, she catches fire. Tess DeBono, one of the best first basemen on this side of the Mississippi River, and an incredible infield. They lead the country in double plays, really fast outfield. We'll see. Cannon arm behind the plate too, so that'll be a good matchup. And hey, just saw Coastal Georgia; they have the ability to get beaten. Weber, who I have to have deep breaths with the Weber softball team sometimes, Carly. They just got swept by Warner. Shout out Madeline Morton, 14 innings of shutout ball. She will probably be the Sun Conference pitcher of the week, but there is still that Weber Warner side of me where I'm just like, especially last year after they took two from us, kept us out of the conference tournament. That hurt. That sucked, but whatever. Congratulations, Warner. Tell you, I remember saying this in January, and I know Warner has not been that good. But y'all remember me saying 9-3 to finish the regular season, 3 good conference tournament wins, 1-0 loss to Coastal Georgia, 1-0 loss to Southeastern. And if if Morton can continue to pitch like this, that's a power arm. That's a good power arm. Madonna versus Concordia, a good whack game to watch this Saturday. Carly, and then wrap it up. Benedictine, Baker. The most important thing I hope you all are getting to watch this weekend are your families. Be with everybody. Easter weekend. Eat some good food. Have some fun stuff. Do the Easter egg. It's for the kids. Do the Easter egg hunt for the kids. For the kids. I'm Uncle Reagan at this point, so I get to do the uncle side. Won't be there, unfortunately. Won't be up in Georgia for this Easter. Mom, dad, fam, love y'all. What I'm saying on the podcast, gonna call them, of course, but whatever. Yeah. What about you? Got any plans this weekend?
Yeah. I will be at my grandma's on Sunday morning, and
Nice.
we'll do our normal Easter stuff. We do a fun little tradition where Everyone picks a hard-boiled egg, and you go around and like crack them on top. And at the end, if yours isn't cracked, you win. And get your picture taken.
Wait, what? What's this game again?
We sit around the table, and everyone has their own hard-boiled egg,
Okay.
and you like take the pointiest part, and you like hit the person next to you. And if like theirs cracks, you get to keep moving on until yours cracks.
Mm.
So like the last person with the uncracked egg wins.
And they get
I
the
don't know where it came from or what, but I've never won, and I'm pissed off and ready to roll this year.
You ready to roll? Is there a strategy? We got a strategy?
Yeah, I might bring my own egg. I don't know.
Egg gate. Carly's gonna get caught up in egg gate.
Spoil
All right.
that.
Happy Easter. Happy Good Friday. Everybody probably should start the episode with that. But hey, great one. Glad everybody got to hear from Madison. Subscribe. YouTube, 5 stars, iPodcast, Spotify. Hey, doing that helps us grow. And so we're looking at numbers. Things are continuing to grow. We are, man, I'll say this: the numbers we're putting up are a lot more than the numbers we were putting up in the postseason last year. So to see that kind of growth is really exciting. Really appreciate y'all. Yeah. All right. Carly, you got anything else?
No, happy Easter.
Happy Easter. Yep. Y'all celebrate, be with your fam, all that good stuff. And yeah, we'll be back Monday. Y'all have a good one.